What's goody everyone? Welcome back to the channel with your boy Weenix for an Inazuma 11 Victory Road character speculation vid. So, with Inazuma 11 Victory Road slated to release in late 2023, I thought I would provide my thoughts on the characters we've seen so far in promotional materials, specifically the level 5 vision trailer, as I think there's definitely some information to unpack. First, let's talk about the characters that we do know. Endou Haru, the son of the Inazuma 11 GOAT, Nagumohara, but we'll come back to him later. Next, we have Sasanami Unmei. He's the main protagonist of this new game, and he looks like he will be the manager for Nagumahara. The decision to make Sasanami Unmei a manager, as opposed to being a player in Victory Road, was actually elaborated on and explained by Akihiro Hino in some of his level 5 blog posts between 2019 and 2021. In these blog posts, he basically stated that Sasanami is unable to play football due to trauma that he suffered earlier on in his life, and as a result he's now rekindling his love for football by reinstating or creating the Nagumahara Football Club. According to Akihiro Hino, the protagonist being the manager makes the most sense and makes the game more immersive, and this is because we, the players of the Inazuma 11 franchise, already play the role of the manager. So when we dictate what squad we're going to put out, who we're going to substitute, recruit or train, that is already managerial roles. And so in that sense, this design choice does make a lot of sense. Now, from my point of view, I do hope that if not through the main story, in the post-game, Sasanami will be a playable character, as I'm sure he'd have some dope moves and we would all actually like to be able to utilize him within a team. Right, next, let's talk about the 6 characters that we know so far will be on the Nagumahara football team. The first is Yagyu Saruga. Clearly, he has a main supporting role. My initial prediction is that he will play an integral part in the story, in the same way that Nathan or Kazamaru did in the first game, mirroring being the first character that Mark recruits to the Raimon team. In the original series, Mark recruits Nathan from the athletics team, and Nathan goes on to be an integral part of the story. And I could see the same parallels between Yagyu and Sasanami, who Sasanami will recruit from the baseball team. So next we have Sakurazaki Joji. First of all, can we all acknowledge how sick that name sounds? Sakurazaki Joji. So he's going to be a forward for the Nagumahara Football Club, and he clearly has an aggressive or bad boy personality, quite similar to Tobitaka or Archer Hawkins, but with so little information on him currently, I'm unsure how big of a role he will play, as to whether or not he'll fit more of the secondary role striker like Kevin, or whether he'll be more of the primary striker like Axel Blaze. So it'll be curious to see how the story develops on that front. And from some of the promotional material we can see so far, he's clearly going to have some disagreements with Sasanami to begin with, as their personalities are quite different and opposing to each other, so it'll be definitely good to see how that integrates within the story. So next we have Shiseido Garyu, a wind-type goalkeeper with a cool, calm and collected personality. It will be interesting to see how this fits into the Nagumahara team, as normally in the series we're quite used to seeing either very passionate or timid personalities in the goal. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how this fits into the whole team dynamic. He's currently given me the personality and vibes of Nishigaki Seiya / Dusk Grayling. Next, we have Kudakai Kameo. Now, need I say much more here? They've gone with the very classic Inazuma 11 defender trope of the big rotund guy that is a great defender due to his massive size. Obviously, he gives us Jack Wallside vibes, but there's something about this character that looks a bit off. Maybe he'll be a bit of a rogue character similar to Scott Banyan. That's just a slight prediction here, I could very easily be wrong. Then we have Kisoji Hater, a defender for the Nagumahara Football Club who appears to be quite laid back, has a very easygoing character design, very easy on the eyes. I'm going to assume this is going to be a sleeper favourite just for the design choice. Kind of gives me the same sort of vibes as Sean Frost when he's playing his defender role. And finally, the last of the 6 that we know so far is Shinohara Reika. Last but certainly not least, we have a female character, which is quite refreshing, especially in the forward role. I'm actually a fan of this choice, and I hope that she has some unique Shutsusatsus to really bring some justice to this character. It will be interesting to see the link-up play between her and Sakurazaki Joji, as they're both forwards on the team, but appear to have stark differences in personality. As I stated earlier on in the video, I did want to discuss Endou Haru and the rest of the Raimon team that is likely to be in Victory Road. First of all, I don't think it's an outrageous prediction to assume that Haru, just like his father, will be the captain of the new generation of Raimon players. The first distinction to make will be that it appears from the trailer so far that Haru's Raimon teammates will be comprised of players that were fan favourites across the first 3 seasons. I will be curious to see if this is specifically only for players who played for Raimon at some point, because that could affect my predictions. So, based on the 11 silhouettes that I can distinguish so far, here are my best guesses. The first 2 silhouettes are likely the children of either Eric, Xavier, or Sean. However, it is important to note that Paolo played for Raimon in the Ogre movie, and that first silhouette does look a lot like Video. In the middle, we clearly have Bobby's kid, Kevin's, and Jack's kids are also pretty obvious. Now, 5 of the other silhouettes don't have easily distinguishable features to say who they are for certain, but I can make some reasonable guesses. As I stated earlier, these kids have to be the children of fan favourite Raimon players, so Axel's kid should definitely be on the team, as well as Jude and Nathan's. Obviously, we know about Mark's kid, Haru, so that makes 9 players that we can be near certain of are on the team. My best guesses for the other 2 are the children of Austin Hobbs and Archer Hawkins, but you guys let me know in the comments who you think this new Raimon team is comprised of. I'd love to hear your theories, and if you've made it this far, guys, I'd really appreciate if you dropped a like and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, peace.